Hey everybody, welcome back. Steven with North Trail RV, and today we're gonna do something a little bit different. We're gonna switch up all the diesel stuff we've been doing, and we're gonna take a look at our first 2026 Bay Star that we've just got in. This is a 3626 model. This is a carried over floor plan, and we're gonna walk around the outside and the inside, and I'm gonna try to show you some things that make this motorhome unique and special, and why Newmar's kept it in the rotation. This is one of 3 new paint schemes for 26. This is called Annapolis, which is a blue, silver, and white. It's very pretty. The colors really show up nicely in the sun. Still got our big 22.5-inch tires up here, 255/80s. This is a quad slide floor plan, non-bath and a half, which is kind of a rarity in today's world when everybody's gone bath and a half. And I'll talk a little bit more about that and show you some of the differences or the things you may gain when we get inside. But as we go around the outside here, these first baggage compartments, 3, 4, and half of number 5 are all your outside storage. So this is essentially, the front one is one big compartment, and then there's a divider here, and then this is its own compartment, and then that's your plumbing here, which is why this has a nice cover on it, but you got about half of that one. This is essentially most of your outside storage on this side. Gives you the ability to put longer things in here, like not having a divider in this front compartment, which is really nice. And their compartments are all made out of metal. They're not roto-molded or plastic. They're all steel, and they're built in-house. Up here in this very first one, standard, so this is something new for 26. Newmar switched to Victron over Magnums. So standard in Bay Star is a 2,000 watt Victron inverter. These are all easy closed doors as well. And this is still optional in Bay Star, and we have optioned it in. So this is your outside entertainment. It does have a Samsung TV on a swivel mount with their magnet that holds it in here really tight. It's got 2 outside speakers, and then this is an Affinity marine head unit here that's built to withstand the elements. Although this is sealed very well, and it does some really nice bulb seals around it, and this door closes really tight, like there's not a lot of flex there either. It's supposed to stay sealed really well. We have a big Carefree awning up here, which you can see. And then the only break in this wall really where you don't have a slide out is just this section here. So when we get inside in the hallway, you'll see, but what makes this, having this big slide on your passenger side does for you in the living room. This is a 5500 Onan generator. This is the standard generator in Bay Star. You have one big open storage compartment here. And all these are lined and carpeted, by the way. And they have lights in them, so they've got your own LEDs to light up your individual compartments inside. And another storage compartment with a light back here. One of the cool things about Bay Star and just Newmar in general is this Bay Star and their gas line, which carries a sticker right around 300,000, is built the exact same way as their diesel line that are sitting across from us over here that start with a 1 point something for an MSRP. So the construction process and the construction techniques are exactly the same. The only real difference is the amount of materials used. So this motorhome, you know, goes down the same lines as the diesel, gets built by the same folks, and gets built the same way. So all your construction in the walls, your aluminum framing, still 16-inch on center. You still have all your C-channel framing, which with batten insulation tucked inside of it like they do on everything they build. So just because it carries a lower price point doesn't mean that it's built any differently than their Highline diesels. And that's one of the coolest things about Newmar as a company. Bay Star does have a 5,000 pound tow capacity. And a kind of just a nice intuitive feature here, how they plumb the generator exhaust out the back. It's not coming out either side. Sometimes even when it comes out the driver's side, it's able to blow under the motorhome and blow the generator fumes underneath if you're hanging out on your patio side while you're dry camping. Doing it out the back just kind of eliminates that. And then we're gonna come around under the other bedroom slide over here. This is actually the bed slide. And you see you've got two big storage compartments in the back here. And then in this bay is our wet bay. It's big and open. It has a short divider in here in the middle. So your water and your sewer are somewhat separated. However, this is one big roto-molded bay. Like most Newmars, all of your controls are in here also. So your tank pulls, your low point drains for your fresh water down here. Of course, we have an outside shower with a water pump switch, whole house inline water filter here, and a black tank flush. Gone in Bay Star is the tanked 8 or 10 gallon tanked water heaters. So they are now all Truma tankless water heaters. And these are said to run and be about 60% more efficient than a tanked water heater. So most people are using this for their shower water, sink water, and then your cooktop, obviously, and your furnace if you're in a cold climate. So it's really conserving your LP over what you're doing using the majority of the LP for. In this compartment, we've got our water tank, so there's not much storage there, but moving forward, the next two are all big open storage. There's a divider in the middle of those. And then I'll close this one so this is easier to see, but just like their big diesels, they give it a nice slide out battery tray. So these are your house batteries here, and they have locking pins. So if I push this in, the pins go in and we'll hold it shut. And there's one on each side. And it just ensures that these big heavy batteries don't slide out while you're underway. And then up here in the front, our big LP tank. So this is a 31 gallon LP tank. And it should be more than plenty for even if you're dry camping and using your water heat, even if you're dry camping and having to run your furnace in cold climates, it should provide you more than enough LP. And then up here, Newmar does a really nice thing, and they mount these side cameras. These are your turn signal cameras that display through the monitor inside. And you'll see a lot of manufacturers have them back here on the fender or behind the fender, and they miss the blind spot right under the driver and the passenger. So they put them as far forward as they possibly can. And that's to be able to see this blind spot that's out next to you. If you have a really small car or a motorcycle next to you, the camera on either side will be able to catch that. And now let's go inside and check out the interior. Hey guys, welcome inside. So I want to talk about a couple new things in here for this year, and one of them is the wood. So this is a new color combination. This is called Chiffon and Cove. It's a nice two-tone mix. That's probably the first thing that really stands out in here for 26. And I want to talk about this floor plan a little bit, the 3626. So up here in the front, you've kind of got your traditional Newmar layout with theater seats, which these are an option. We've optioned these in, which now have the Corian centerpiece, like all the diesels we've talked about. And you look across to your Televator television over here on the passenger side. You've got two really big slides up here in the living room in this floor plan, and it really opens it up wide. And this motorhome feels a lot bigger inside than it actually is. It's a great floor plan for just a couple. It's a great floor plan for two people. And even if you have guests that want to stay with you, you still have a trifold sofa. So this pulls out. It is memory foam. And then your backrest folds down, and the back of that is memory foam, and you can still sleep 2 adults here. Even though this may be designed and catered towards a couple, you still have some extra sleeping, and this just folds right back up. So you can pull in the middle, the back comes down, it sits right down, and then these cushions have Velcro on the back, and there's Velcro on the backrest, so they'll stay attached and stay there. You may see, like, from the galley here to the dinette top how much space we've got because of these big opposing slides. You do not have a sleeper dinette in here, but it does extend, and you do have 2 leaves and 2 fold-up chairs that come along with it. So if you had company or you like to entertain, it's a good feature to have. You can even add 1 leaf instead of 2 and just make your table for 2 a little bit bigger. And then this Euro booth has storage under both seats at its full length. So at the full length of the dinette seat itself, you get storage in it. And midship here, you have this really nice hutch with shelves, and these are adjustable or removable. You know, you could take them all out and just have a full length, full height storage in both of them. And then in the galley, it's shaped a lot like Newmar's big diesel floor plans also, and a lot of the same features. So for this year, you get a big stainless farm sink with no divider in it. Galley window that lets some light in. And then we have a really nice fold up Coriant piece here, and 3-burner cooktop. And then, of course, Newmar uses all Whirlpool appliances, American made. And then under our sink, they've built in a little L shape here to hold your trash can in place. And then you've got a bunch of drawers that are all full length slide outs. And they are soft close. As we move into the hallway here, so this slide continues on, and this is all part of the slide. So this is what it's giving you your hallway width. And then to the right of the fridge, we've got a really nice pantry and even full length up top. These are full length slide outs also. And then the smaller one has shelving that's removable or adjustable. And then next to this is our Blvd washer dryer. If you wanted to order one without the stackable washer dryer, you could certainly do that. If you just wanted an extra closet and a hanging space, it could certainly be done. And this floor plan is an all-in-one bathroom. So we don't have a bath and a half here. We have an all-in-one bath, full-length mirror on the back of the door, and this is really nice. This door opens all the way around, so you can have a full entrance into the bathroom. And it's got a really big fiberglass shower, 1 piece in there as well. And then we'll move back in the bedroom here. So I think this is where this floor plan really shines. When you have a motorhome of this length in the 36-foot range and you do a bath and a half, and the bathroom takes up 3 to 5 feet of the rear of the coach, you've got to cut that space out somewhere else. So everything else gets condensed a little bit to be able to have this full bath in the back and have the half bath in the middle. When you only have a single bathroom, you really get a full-size bedroom here. So you've got a ton of space between the end of the bed and the closets over here. You've got room to have full-size Corian nightstands on both sides of the bed. you've still got really big cabinets above the bed, and that's all. There's no divider in there. That's just one big space, and it adds up. So you end up getting a lot more walking, moving, standing space in the bedroom and some more closet space. So not having a bathroom in the back, you really get a full-size wardrobe back here. And then you still have a little bit of space under the bed. And you can see here's our leaf here for the table, one of them. This is probably about 10 inches deep, and you've got both sides. There's slide mechanisms are under this here, and you have access to that. However, this underbed storage space goes all the way to the back of the slide out. So probably about 3 foot from where the bed breaks in the middle there, you've still got storage all the way to the wall back there. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this walk around. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.